Hello and welcome. I'm super excited to be here with you today. My name is Chinedu Abwim, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you for coming to my channel. And today we're going to be discussing business. What does it take? How do you set up your business in the United Arab Emirates? What does it take to have a business or to set up a business in the United Arab Emirates? Now, in this channel, in case you're not familiar with this channel, I bring to you tips, wisdom, keys, ideas, job opportunities, business opportunities, and everything that you would need in terms of information in order to prosper and to thrive in the United Arab Emirates. So if you want to set up your business in the UAE, it's a noble and ideal and interesting and good thing to do, because the United Arab Emirates is a multicultural environment, a very diverse environment with so many nationalities from different parts of the world. The United Arab Emirates postured itself in a very interesting way to make the UAE a business hub as well as a tourist hub. So a lot of people flock into this environment to do business, to set up business, some people for holiday, some people in order to find a job and to pursue the career path and to make something out of it for themselves. So if you want to set up a business in the UAE is a good place to actually set up your business. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. What it takes to have your own business or to set up your business in the United Arab Emirates. Now, before you set up a business here, you need to have a business license. And I'm sure that goes similarly for most other countries in the world. Here in the UAE, a business license is normally called a trade license. So there are different trade licenses for different kind of businesses. And I'm going to be discussing the different types of trade licenses in the next video after this one. But for this particular video, I'm going to be specific on how you can set up your business, what it takes to set up your business in the UAE. So once you now have your trade license, the interesting thing about that trade license is that it gives you a couple of advantages, and it's those advantages that make people actually want to come and set up business here. And one of those advantages is that there are almost no trade restrictions when it comes to your trade license, when it comes to the business you're doing in the UAE. It's unlike some other environments that whenever you set up your business, even within the business setup, there are certain restrictions on certain products and services that you need to render, or you may need additional approvals in order to render certain products and services. Here in the UAE, there is almost no restriction. All you just need to do is set up your business properly, have proper documentation, have clarity of the business area that you want to operate in, and you're more or less good to go. A second interesting thing about setting up a business in the UAE, which is a major advantage as well, is that the setup is pretty easy and straightforward in terms of timing and ease of activation. The bureaucratic bottlenecks are not that many. Even if they are there, the process is actually a speedy process. All you just have to do is have your necessary documentation before you start. Once you have your necessary documentation, and when you, of course, you have some funds, because in order to set up your business and to register it, you're going to have to pay some amount of money to the government. Once you have your funds, once you have the necessary documentation, in a matter of just a few weeks, your business can be fully set up. Then, a third interesting thing, which I have somehow mentioned earlier, is the diverse environment, the multinational environment, the multicultural environment. Now, this makes it very interesting for people who especially want to do business on an international scale. Probably you're talking about exports, or you're talking about doing goods and services across borders, because the UAE is strategically positioned kind of bordering the Western Europe axis, the African axis, the Asian axis. So it's strategically positioned in the middle, making it a beautiful hub for people who want to do business on an international scale. So that's why a whole lot of people have come into the UAE to set up their business. Then a fourth advantage, which is also a powerful one, is that if you have a business license, a trade license in the UAE, and you actually have set up your business, you have the latitude of sponsoring your family members. So as a business owner, you can actually sponsor your family members to come into the UAE from your home country and settle down here in the UAE, just as you're here also in the UAE doing business. So that's one thing that a lot of people find quite interesting and attractive. They set up their business, and then they can even bring in not just family members, they can sponsor also employees, people that you feel can do the work with you from your home country. They sponsor them, and the employees and family members come into the UAE and have legitimate stay in the UAE on account of being under your trade license or your business license. So what does it really take to start your business? What are the documentations that you need? So aside from all these things I've mentioned, aside from the fact that you need to know clearly what you want to do, then you need to get your trade license. Of course, the trade license will require a business name, that goes without saying. Then you have to pay certain amounts of money in order to get that registered. The other documentations that will be needed include, number one, your passport and passport photographs, at least 2 or 3. Then number 2, you would need, if you have it, your Emirates. So your Emirates ID card will also be required. You have to present it if you have it. Then number 3, an application form will be filled stating basically what your business is all about and the type of products or services that your business is offering. And once you do that and you submit it, that's more or less what it takes. The process is quite seamless, and before a few weeks pass, you will just have your business fully set up and you have your trade license fully and duly approved. It's the Department of Economic Development that is the responsible body that issues out trade licenses. So once you have done the necessary application, put in your documentation, paid the amount of monies that are required, all it just takes is probably a few weeks and you're good to go. Different Emirates in the UAE have slight variations to their processes as regards setting up a business, but to a large extent across board, the processes are generally similar. But what I've noticed from experience is that when you set up your business in Dubai, particularly the Emirates of Dubai, you have advantages of, number one, getting your business set up faster, because the Dubai Emirates, sort of being the emirate that is visible to the world more, sort of has made the process of setting up a business in their emirate a lot faster and a lot easier. So I noticed, particularly when it comes to Dubai, that it's easier and the setup process is faster to get your business to be up and running. It is fast in all the other emirates for sure, but it's kind of faster and the process is a bit easier. Also, the level of laws and procedures and processes you must adhere to when it comes to probably presenting certain documentation or probably paying certain levies and fines as regards your business is a little bit more relaxed or much easier in Dubai than in other emirates. And that is one thing that makes Dubai actually the business hub. Among all the other emirates, Dubai is just the business hub in the entire UAE. So they make their own processes easier. They make it much more convenient for you to set up your business in that emirates. So that's something that you need to take note of. Also, again, if you want to set up your business in the UAE, another reason you should consider Dubai particularly is because, of course, you know, Dubai is the emirate or the name that is known internationally. So if it is said that your business has a branch in Dubai, it kind of gives you some sort of, profile that is interesting and makes you look good in the eyes of your business partners. So that being said, this in a nutshell is what it takes to set up a business in the United Arab Emirates. In the next video, like I said, I'm going to be talking about the different kinds of trade licenses that the UAE gives based on the different types of businesses that you can do. And so you need to tune in and make sure that you watch out for this next video when it comes. That being said, I hope this particular video gave you some value and gave you an idea of what it takes to set up your business in the UAE. Thank you so much for watching up until now, and please follow for the next video where I'll be talking about the different trade licenses, the different business licenses that you can have in the United Arab Emirates in order to set up your business. See you in in the next video.